and move forward, leaving no one behind. We're better today, because today is what shapes the future. And in the future, we see everyone leading a lifetime for good. In life, a lifetime for good.
Recording in progress.
Magandang araw! It's a great morning, everyone. We are live in Manila and we're about to make a historic announcement because today, Insular Life, the largest Filipino life insurer, is making an investment to secure the lives of our fellows by partnering with Maria Health, the first and only direct-to-consumer health insurance marketplace for the Philippines. Welcome, everyone, our friends from who are covering our meeting. We are excited because of how the two companies forged the partnership. I'm sure there's a million we can gather from them. Let us begin the program with a welcome message from Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Efra Claringal Jr.
Magandang araw, Pilipinas. Good morning, Philippines. I am pleased to welcome everyone to this momentous event. We celebrate today the strategic partnership between InLife, the first and foremost Filipino life insurance company, and Maria Health, the operator of a pioneering and market-leading online health exchange platform designed to give access to various health insurance products and services. I hope that all of you and your loved ones are in the best of health. The last 2 years have been really difficult for us as the pandemic crisis hit everyone, not only here in the Philippines, but globally. As of yesterday, 8 million COVID-19 cases were reported in the Philippines, with 27,000 still active. But with God's grace, we are hopefully seeing the end to this sad and traumatic chapter, as vaccination programs are well underway. Nearly 70 million vaccine doses have been administered to date, and more than 31 million Filipinos are already fully vaccinated. At InLife, I am proud to share that 96% of our employees are fully vaccinated, with the remainder mainly awaiting the schedule for their second doses. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought about a change in the risk awareness and behavior of people. More and more Filipinos appreciate the need for health protection. It is acceptable that half of our health expenditures are coming out of pocket. This derails many families' goals and objectives. With the quarantine periods imposed nationwide for months, the crisis has also increased demands of stakeholders for various industries, especially life and health insurance companies. Our customers rightfully demand access to protection, a convenient access regardless of the circumstances. Now, InLife and Health are two companies that look to improve the health insurance value chain. We both leverage on latest technologies to meet customer needs and wants. InLife's investment into and our strategic partnership with Health is a clear attestation of our commitment to make insurance protection accessible to Filipinos. Maria Health's plan offers a wide range of premium and prepaid health plans, not only from InLife Healthcare, but also from providers in the country, giving Filipinos more choices. They enable individual startups and small and medium enterprises simple, easy access to healthcare plans. They say the next pandemic is inevitable. It is a matter of when and not if. And what happens, I hope that we are well protected against the next crisis and many of life's contingencies. InLife and Maria Health, we are partners in making the best insurance choice for yourself and your family. Mabuhay tayo, ang In-Life Maria Health Partnership, and maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. Efren. So when you talk about women's financial security and well-being, one company, and that is Insular Life, known as the first and largest Filipino life insurance company in the country. Life has over a century's worth of experience in financial protection, savings, retirement, and investments. And Life's purpose has been geared towards empowering women and securing the future of their families. Investing in a technology is part of InLife's expansion to reach as many Filipinos as possible. They saw wonderful solutions in Maria Health. Maria Health is a technology company that works with health to guide us, especially those who have little information about health, to find the best plan in half the time it normally takes. Maria Health wants insurance simple to understand, easy to buy online, and accessible to Filipino who needs one. I know our media friends are waiting for their turn to ask questions to our speakers. After each presentation, we will have the question and answer with our speakers. You may send your questions directly via chat to Eggshell, or you may also ask your questions. Just let us know. Or you can also judge in the group chat and direct them to Eggshell. On the motivation behind the success of the company, they have to take as entrepreneurs and the impact they make in the lives of every Filipina. It's my pleasure to present the founders of Maria Health, Mr. Vincent Lau and Mr. Paul Rivera.
Good morning, Philippines. I'm Vincent, one of the co-founders and CEO of Maria Health. I can't tell you how excited we are as a company about the partnership between InLife and Maria, and it is an absolute pleasure to be here today. Thank you, members of the media and the InLife organization, for this opportunity. A little bit about myself. I'm born and raised in Silicon Valley. I graduated from UC Berkeley with a degree in economics. I started my career in consulting, working for Fortune 500 companies, enabling them to become high-performing organizations. Prior to Maria Health, I worked for an ad technology startup funded by Jim Clark, founder of Netscape. When we started the business 5 years ago, I don't think we could have imagined forging a strategic partnership with the largest insurer in the country. This marks a very important milestone for us as a company, an even more monumental moment for the Philippines health insurance and insurtech ecosystem. I'll hand this off to my co-founder, Paul.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Paul Rivera, one of the co-founders of Maria Health. I'm also the co-founder and CEO of Caliber. Vincent and I met 20 years ago as classmates at UC Berkeley. And I remember, 20 years ago, us talking about becoming entrepreneurs and solving important problems. And fast forward, 21 years later, here we are with the members of the press, leadership of InLife, to announce a strategic partnership that we could have only dreamed about 20 years ago. I came back to the Philippines to become an entrepreneur. And as I become an entrepreneur here, I realized that the type of entrepreneur that I want to become is an entrepreneur that works on solving meaningful problems, starting with recruitment and jobs with Caliber, expanding into education with another company and startup I've been involved in, and perhaps most importantly, in healthcare with Vincent and Maria Health. It's an honor to be here. Thank you very much.
All right. So after a decade of experience, understanding how to build digital products from the ground up for the largest brands in the world, I decided and followed suit like Paul to leave Silicon Valley because we wanted to solve a big problem. We believed that there was a pathway to not only building a commercially viable business, but also an impactful and meaningful one. With 100 million people in the country, 57% out of pocket health expenses, those numbers really stood out to us. And we started to ask questions and wanted to know why. To understand this problem, we embarked on the process, speaking to hundreds of customers. There was a view that Filipinos didn't want health insurance. And what we found out was that that was far from the truth. If you're not a large company, getting health insurance is difficult because shopping for health insurance had a high amount of friction. Shopping for health insurance was extremely tedious, and the process could take months. Shopping for health insurance is confusing because health insurance is not written in English or simple to easy to understand terms. And ultimately, this made health insurance prohibitive, and people just gave up. And ultimately, what we've learned is that the existing system was designed for large enterprises. But what about the 99% of the SMEs or the 22 million families that live in the country to the 20 million OFWs abroad? So there are two things that keep Filipinos poor: health emergencies and natural disasters. 8 out of 10 report never having a medical checkup or a physical exam in their life. 6 out of 10 die without ever seeing a doctor. The impact of not being insured is catastrophic, and maybe we could solve this. We started Marie Health because we believe that we can use technology to help the 99%. Filipinos are some of the most extremely creative, resourceful, digitally savvy people I've ever worked with. And even before Maria Health existed, they were going online to look for help in regards to health insurance. 700,000 monthly searches to us was a signal for help. What if Maria could democratize health insurance, access to health insurance for anyone who wants it in the country, as long as they have access to a mobile phone? Now, the next story is about innovation, and around the early days of the company, I was in the Bay Area flying back and forth between San Francisco and Manila. So Oscar Health was actually started during the birth of the Affordable Care Act. You saw the rise of health insurance exchanges, yet many who did not have health insurance flocking online. Oscar Health was a big inspiration during the early days of Maria, with a customer experience, with a focus on customer experience and its members. Today, they have over 400,000 members, $2 billion in revenues. Lemonade, another direct-to-consumer brand, the need to transform insurance from the necessary evils into a social good. Through Lemonade, you can get insurance in 5 minutes or less, and most importantly, a percentage of underwriting profits go back to a charitable cause of your choice. So proof that there is a way to build a commercially viable business while also giving back. Today, they have over 1 million customers, where 70% are millennials under the age of 35. As entrepreneurs, the best problems are typically overlooked and something entrepreneurs we want ourselves. While I'm not Filipino, I've traveled to the Philippines over the past decade. I fell in love with the people, the culture, the food, the most beautiful beaches in the world. Over the past decade, with every trip, I got the bird's eye view on the transformation and the journey to build something we all wanted meant we had to go where you're not supposed to go. Entrepreneurship is the opposite of certainty, where everything is uncertain. Building the first insurtech business in the Philippines was not an easy task. You know, we had many hurdles and challenges. In late 2016, it was a much different climate than today's ecosystem in the Philippines. There wasn't a consensus that technology was going to be an effective way to scale businesses, and at least not in the Philippines. There were no large rounds we see today like Kumu, Cloud Eats, Educacion, Quickwire. The list goes on. When we talked to investors, there was a bias that Filipinos didn't want health insurance. We even applied to the prestigious Y Combinator. We got to the last stage, met with Sam Altman. We thought we nailed the interview. And I still remember the response for why we did not get accepted. And the reason was that we would have trust and cultural challenges selling health insurance in the Philippines. To solve our early fundraising challenges, we even self-funded everything ourselves, maxed out Paul and our credit cards, and we even went on a business reality show. Early on, we only had one insurance partner, but we knew Filipinos wanted to shop and compare, and it wasn't clear if other providers would work with us. I still remember being away from family, Thanksgiving, so vulnerable. The fate of our aggregationists was totally at risk. Why would the largest HMOs and insurers ever work with an unlicensed technology company, a first-time entrepreneur, and someone not from the Philippines? Being in the regulated market at the time, there didn't exist a license for insurtechs. So we called ourselves a sales and marketing platform. There was always this fear that one day, any day, we would be forced to shut down our business. Now, the next story is about hope. There's a famous TED Talk, and this quote has really stuck by me over the past several years. Ideas die if they stay inside of you. Those ideas need air to breathe, and it can cause a groundswell, flashpoint, a movement, and it can rewrite the future. But it is powerless if it stays inside of you. The heroes of Maria Health are not the founders like Paul and myself. The heroes are the early believers, innovators, the visionaries who could see the future where others did not see. It was our early adopters that gave us the validation and early credibility to secure 80% of the HMO market on that fateful trip on Thanksgiving. It's the early adopters that turned the uncertain into certain. As we commence the 111-year anniversary of In Life, Ms. Noemi Azura was a visionary, an entrepreneur, innovator, and early adopter. She gave us the chance as the first partner of Maria Health when we were just an idea before her time at In Life. In Life should be very proud to have Ms. Noemi Azura as an entrepreneur, innovator, leading In Life to the next phase of growth and beyond. So we've come a long way since the early days. We started Maria Health in 2017 with the hope of helping SMEs find health insurance for their employees. As we launched our initial product, we knew it was more than just for the SMEs, but for anyone who wanted health insurance in the Philippines. In 2019, we grew our partnerships and providers to build a one-stop shop, first dedicated health insurance marketplace for the country. In 2020, we finally were licensed and secured the first ever online insurance aggregation license in the country. In 2021, while we knew we were solving a big problem, little did we know we would be at the forefront of the COVID battle. This accelerated our shift towards digitization, a touchless approach to insurance, and double down on integrations with our HMO and insurers. We're proud to say we served over 2 million Filipinos locally and abroad. We've answered over 200,000 health insurance questions and insured close to 40,000 members along the way. To go to reaching our mission and impact, of insuring 1 million lives. While it's about growing the business, premiums, policies, and memberships, what inspires us and continues to inspire us are the ones building for. 7 out of 10 of our visitors are women between the ages of 24 to 35. 3 out of 10 are poor or come from low income, bringing less than 40,000 pesos per month. 20% are single parents, 95% women. 10% of our online visitors are coming from Filipinos all around the world. So what's the future of Maria? What's next? The future of Maria is a fully digital health insurance experience, just like Oscar Health. The future of Maria is where we have different products for the diverse set of customers, from the 99% of the SMEs across DIFIs and the 22 million families. The future is where 10 million OFWs can buy health insurance for their loved ones anywhere in the world. The future is today. To do this, we'll continue to invest in strengthening awareness and brand in the marketplace, direct integrations with health plan providers to build a touchless health insurance experience. And last but not least, invest in key strategic areas of our business, from additional licensing, technology, and our most important asset, our team. The future of Maria Health is continue to focus 100% on the Philippines. And the question we get asked is, do we plan to expand regionally? And the answer is no. Filipinos are a global population. Maria Health is addressing a global market. Our mission stays unchanged, and that is to build the #1 destination for Filipinos to shop and buy health insurance globally. And we won't stop until we get there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vincent and Paul. I'm sure a lot of the aspiring entrepreneurs here would learn a lot from your experience. It's definitely not easy being one. There are a lot of other, like identifying the problem you want to target on, and your goal should always lead to creating real-time solutions, just like how Maria Health is providing accessible health insurance to more Filipinos. Yours are problem solvers. It takes numerous trials and even defeats, but I'm sure everyone here would agree that that's just closer to becoming successful. So just press to visit their website, mariahealth.ph, and discover the various health insurance products that answer your needs. Opening the floor to the media and bloggers who would like to ask questions to Vincent and Paul. Maybe I can call Rory Visco first.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Vince. Good morning. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Sorry. All right. I was given the honor to shoot the first question. All right. As a technology company, how do you successfully build functionality and at the same time maintain the standards of your products and services, and all the while protecting the privacy of your customer base, which is a very touchy issue here in the Philippines. Probably, of course, anywhere in the world. Thank you.
Sure. Maybe I'll take the lead, and then Vincent can add on, particularly on the data security. When I was at Y Combinator for Caliber, you're taught really two things: talk to your customers and build product. And so that's the whole philosophy of Maria Health and us as a company is we listen to our customers, both the people who are buying insurance, SMEs that are buying insurance, as well as our partners, the HMOs, to really understand what are the pain points, what are the problems that they have that other solutions, other platforms are unable to solve. We take that feedback and we then work with the product. Vincent works with the product design and engineering team to then build a solution. And once that initial solution is built, then we show the customers again, is this solution solving your problem? And oftentimes they'll say, no, not yet. HMO will say, we need more. And so you go through this loop, hundreds of times until you have a platform and a product that resonates with people that ultimately solves their problem. And I think that's what Maria Health has been able to achieve.
Yeah, just to expound from a technology perspective, we get asked this question quite a bit. So maybe I'm getting a little bit into the technical details, but our systems are hosted both on the cloud, bare metal servers located in data centers in Europe and Asia, both of which have an implemented information security management system certified in accordance to the ISO IEC 27001. Data that is transmitted between servers and clients are all via SSL using a S256 algorithm. And replicates across multiple nodes, data centers, encrypted both at the file system level and backed up on-site and off-site. And most importantly, data is only accessible, data is only accessible to specific authorized groups and users within Maria Health and our partners. And last but not least, personal identifiable information that is shared between an HMO and insurer with Maria Health is redacted from information we get from there. So the information is anonymized, things are encrypted. We are in the process of securing data privacy certification as well. We take data privacy extremely seriously, and I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. On the next one, Paul Palo.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Paul and Vin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So my question is, how has the pandemic affected technology businesses? What are the ways have adapted to changing customer behavior?
Yeah, maybe I'll take the lead again. I think maybe the way we look at that question is how has the pandemic affected traditional businesses? If anything, the pandemic has accelerated the digitalization of the Philippines. In the last 18 months, we have gone from very little online commerce, little use of digital wallets, to now massive adoption. And so the pandemic has actually been a boon for technology companies. You've seen many technology companies secure funding, including Maria Health, during this time period. So this is actually a golden age right now for technology companies in the Philippines. I think it's the traditional companies who maybe had not been so technology enabled prior to the pandemic that are now catching up and trying to understand how they can adapt to this new normal where technology is no longer seen as a toy or an expensive investment, but it's seen as an absolute necessity for business survival and for your business to thrive and grow.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Our last media, Gab Diaz.
Hi, I have a question for Paul or and Vince. Um, the question is: has the world transition into into the new normal, or the immediate challenge in terms of scaling and growing the business to build competitive advantage in the market? Sorry. Did you get my question? Hello. 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 Hello.
Thank you so much. So after hearing from our speakers and knowing we have Maria Health, the first and only direct-to-consumer health insurance for the Philippines, here's a survey question for our members. Nowadays, I think is the best way to bring financial awareness to Filipinos. Online media like Twitter and YouTube, or is it broad such as television and radio or ours?
Couldn't hear the question clearly, but I think what you were trying to say is how can you what's the best way to bring awareness? What are the right channels? In our view, the way to answer that question is just look at where people are spending their time. They're spending their time on their phones. They're spending their time on their computers. They're spending a lot of time on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I would say those are going to be the best channels to reach the audiences that Maria wants to reach. Those audiences are located both in the Philippines as well as millions of Filipinos that are abroad. So I think that's important, but it's also equally important for the press to write and talk about us, because there are a lot of people who are also going to be searching for health insurance solutions, searching for comparisons, and ultimately what the press writes about Maria Health also influences someone's decision on whether or not to use our platform.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vincent and Mr. Paul. Thank you so much. So, yes, after hearing that from our speakers, when we have Maria first and only direct insurance marketplace for the Philippines, we'll just have a quick survey for our media and bloggers, in which Mr. Paul already addressed. We also want to hear what our media and blogger friends will be launching a live survey for our media and bloggers to answer. Make sure to answer the poll, everyone. Thanks. Okay, wow. Majority voted for media like Twitter and YouTube, and which I agree with. It's been really easier to know and learn online media, but of course, we always have to be conscious about the things we read online. Thank you everyone for participating in our short survey. So I'd be interested to know the backstory from in life of how the partnership inspired. What is the perfect fit and established financial company invest in your business? It is every young entrepreneur's dream to land a big investor. And now we will know straight from Marie's newest fellow dreamers. It's great anticipation that I present Ms. Noemi Azura, Senior Executive Vice President and Head of Digital Insurance, Insular Life, and President and CEO of Insular Healthcare.
Thanks, Ira, and good morning, everyone. Magandang araw, Vincent and Paul and Efren. Maayong adlaw. Next, please. Next slide, please. Okay, allow me to share with you a brief background on this relationship with Maria Health started. The relationship is actually rooted in our shared advocacy of financial inclusion. In 2018, Maria Health became a partner of the In Life Sheroes movement, a women empowerment program in partnership with the International Finance Corporation. In 2019, In Life Healthcare, the HMO subsidiary of In Life, forged a partnership with Maria Health to make available In Life Healthcare's products in its comparison site. And in 2021, just this year, In Life invested in Maria Health. Next slide, please. This relationship with Maria Health blossomed from the seed of financial inclusion advocacy. We have a huge underserved insurance market. Insurance penetration hovers around 2% of GDP. In a population of 108 million, the HMO industry only covers about 7 million persons, 95% of which are under an employer-sponsored plan. In terms of national healthcare expenditures for some time now, Filipinos bear the burden of care. In 2020, at the height of the pandemic, the national healthcare expenditure reached more than 1 trillion pesos, and 45% of which were from the out-of-pocket spend of Filipinos. The HM, the insurance companies, can cover some of these out-of-pocket spending. And this is the problem that both In Life and Maria Health are trying to solve. Next slide, please. So why did In Life invest in Maria Health? There are several reasons. In Life invested in Maria Health first and foremost because of our shared mission of financial inclusion. In Life and Maria Health can work together to deliver a lifetime for good through positive social impact. Second one, there is a strategic fit between In Life and Maria Health in terms of reach new market segments through online channels and capitalizing on the healthcare growth trend. The third is innovation. In Life believes in innovation as the way to create compelling proposition for its customers. For instance, In Life was the first life insurance company that introduced the automated underwriting system, or AUS. And this innovation improved financial advisor and customer experience. Conversely, In Life considers the investment in Maria Health an investment in innovation. Maria Health is the first licensed aggregator in the Philippines, giving the brand an early mover advantage. It has onboarded other reputable insurance and HMO partners in its technology platform. Maria Health's comparison site gives the Filipinos and small business owners the power to choose the best plan that meets their needs and their budget. The fourth reason is this: the positive insights on the impact of pandemic from the Nielsen and SGV market studies. The pandemic, the consumer rediscovered the value of health and wellness. Health is now the consumer's top priority, and this will be a long-term trend. In addition, the pandemic sparked renewed interest in protection products like healthcare coverage. The investment in Maria Health is an investment in the long-term health and wellness trend. And this is the fifth reason. Health is going digital. The pandemic has accelerated digital adoption among consumers, spurring the rapid growth of the internet economy. Based on a recent report from Google Temasek Company, the Philippines is the fastest growing internet economy in Southeast Asia, with gross merchandise value estimated to reach $17 billion this year. And that is a 93% increase from a year ago. The acceleration of digital adoption and the growth of the internet economy in the Philippines puts Maria Health in a sweet spot, making it an attractive long-term investment opportunity. Finally, we believe in the people behind Maria Health. The team at Maria Health have deep experience in texts. Vincent Lau, the CEO and co-founder, was a consultant to Fortune companies at Accenture. He also held product management roles in venture capital-backed startups in Silicon Valley. Paul Rivera, the co-founder, is also the co-founder of Caliber, a provider of strategic talent acquisitions. Paul was also co-founder and president of Open Access, a pioneering BPO that helped scale the people options of numerous Silicon Valley startups in Manila. So together, we, Vincent and Paul, can build the leading and most trusted insurance company site in the Philippines. Thank you.